So good morning, everyone. We are now recording, and this is our How to Lead call on a Tuesday morning. And I'm so happy to be with you. And I'm going to be opening up our PowerPoint here. So let's see if this works. Kind of excited. Oh, yay. Fantastic. This is the first time I've done this correctly, but I'm by myself today with you. Not by myself, I'm with you. All my wonderful Nikken, beautiful team people. We're so excited to be doing these calls, and I listened to some last night, and I was so impressed with everything that everyone was saying. And I was like, oh my goodness, we all need to make sure we're sharing these with everyone and making sure we're getting on them ourselves and learning from them, because our business is so much about learning, isn't it? It's about humans being more, and we're learning how to be our best selves. And I love it that this How to Lead Essential Principles of Leadership is one that I sort of get to do with all of you, because I really believe in the power of leading by example. And I love this light. I love this image with this light bulb just lit up like a Christmas tree, and it's like going to swing and going to light up all the other lights. And this is really the responsibility that we each have. Once we're involved in Nikken and we see the brilliance of what Nikken is how to really light up others to the vision that we see. And so I think this is a very important visual here that and I know that a lot of my mentors, Brendan Burchard talks about this a lot. He says, that we have to sort of initiate the energy. Don't expect the energy to come from someplace else or somebody else, but we are the generator of energy to create a wonderful network of successful people. And sort of that's our job, right? So this means a lot to me, this visual right here. Let's move right along, as long as I can. Let's see, why will it not go further? Oh no, don't tell me I'm gonna get stuck again with something. It should be, I think I locked. Okay, 1 second. I think I locked, oh no, I see what I did. I started at the end. Okay, here's page 1 of 6. Very good, I'm so relieved. Lead by example. If it's going to be, it's up to me. This was the most important thing I learned when I very first joined Nikken is, if you want to build a fabulous, thriving business and create health and wealth for yourself and others, it's up to you. It's up to me. Nobody else can make me successful. Nobody else can make you successful. If you're going to do it, it's because you're going to take the initiative. You're going to take the initiative to make it happen for yourself by spreading the word as fast and as furiously as possible. This takes a lot of hustle in the best sense. We need to hustle. And so when you start Unique and Big, we always say, all out massive action is what's critical. Getting this out there. Once you're in, it's not about you anymore, in a way. It's all about everyone else. Who can you help? And so being proactive is a very, very important principle here. Leadership requires that you're out in front, not your upline out in front. You're out in front. I'm trying to make sure I can see these words. It says lead with your own activity. Let your conduct be the teacher. We love to share, we love to do expos, we love to speak, but let your conduct be the teacher. Your words are empowered by who you are and what you do. And without them, they're just empty. They're just empty words. It's easy to see what needs to happen in a Nikken business for it to thrive. You need to go silver, build customers as you go, and build a team. Sponsor lots of people and help them sponsor lots of people. That's how we're going to really, really connect Nikken to the world. So I'm not sure what's happening here. So I'm just getting memos. It's easy to see that the compensation plan says we need to go silver and we need to help others go silver. And as we do that, we thrive. The whole business is based on going silver, helping others go silver with customers and with new consultants and helping them develop their teams. It's not complicated. It's actually very, very, very simple. So that's what we're here to do in the business of NeetGain. So being proactive is probably the most important thing. I just posted on Facebook yesterday something about action written by a Hay House director, and it was a very, very good article, and I really recommend that you check that article out. I post a lot on Facebook. I'm very active there, but that's not what we're speaking about, just being social media active. That's great, and that helps us, and it helps us to find customers. But generally in our business, our technologies are so extraordinary that we have to get out there and share the technologies. And that's been the key to so many of our success, is get out there and share those technologies and let people know the brilliance of what you have. See, we have products that nobody has and everybody needs. This is a very important thing to understand. We have technologies that are very comprehensive, that nobody has and everybody needs. And when you really get it, you can't stop yourself from sharing this with everyone who's willing to listen to you. Now, you also need to listen to them to find out what their problems are in order to be proactive in solving their problems with the 5 pillars of health. That's easy to do because everybody has some issue in one of the 5 pillars. And our job is to help them solve that issue, that problem. Be the solution person. So that's what our business is. It's constantly generating new conversations with people. So being proactive is your most important thing to understand. Being goal-oriented, your goal should be focused on helping your team achieve theirs, of course. And as Mike said last night, the squeaky wheel gets the service, right? The people in your team that ask for your help are the ones that are going to get your help. That's so important. So if you want help, you've got to ask for it. I ask for help all the time. And I get it. So you need to ask for help if you're looking for that. And you need to look in your downline to find out who's asking for your help. And those that are the squeaky wheels that say, please help me, do a 21 club with me, please mentor me, please this, they're the ones you can focus with. A leader must think bigger than themselves. Of course, leadership is all built on vision and having a huge vision for our world that we're going to be a massive part of, that we're going to be an influence in. Leadership is always about the people you serve and never about yourself and your own agenda. You know, that's really irrelevant. Put that to the side. Focus on others. Our business is all about others. And as you do that, your success will come around naturally. Your success will ensue. It's not because you're fixated on your success, but because you're helping many, many other people. Show versus tell. People will learn more from what you do than what you say, for good or bad. So always remember how much people observe you, even when you don't expect it. So, you know, pay attention. What are you putting on Facebook? What are you know, people are watching. People are looking. I mean, you don't want to get paranoid about it, but, you know, your team is like trying to understand who are you and what motivates you, and they're watching to see what are you doing. So are you achieving? Your team needs to see you achieve. Are you achieving? Are you qualifying every month? Well, that should be a no-brainer. Everyone needs to qualify every single month in their business. It's a business. It's a business. You've got to create those volumes, make sure you're qualifying and helping others qualify by helping support them. You can't do it for them, but you can assist them by helping them find their new people, by helping talk with them with three-way calls and so forth with their new people. So, you know, what are you actually doing? Are you part of Team Kaizen? Are you running for Team Kaizen? Are you winning Team Kaizen? These are the things your team need to see that you're doing, that you're serious about your business, you understand what has to happen, and you are all about it, all out massive action. Communicate your vision. Where there is no vision, the people perish. You must see with your mind's eye what people have not yet achieved, but will, when they follow your example, and stay true to the goals and the plans in place. Now, this is important because vision is everything, and our whole business is based on communication. How are we communicating our vision to the world? And sometimes you're going to go contrary to what the world is thinking. And that's a big thing to learn. And I wanted to mention on this point something I was reading yesterday from Wayne Dyer. They were certain principles on really living an inspired life. And I just want to touch on principle 1 and 2 because they were so profound to me. Number 1 is be independent of the good opinion of others. I think that's really important. Be independent of the good opinion of others. Inspiration must be our master, even though following it might disappoint others. When inspiration makes its presence known, we must pay attention if our priority is to be who or what we were meant to be. We need to determine for ourselves how much we've allowed others to decide issues, such as what we do, where we live, with whom we live, and even how we're treated. This is important. We must know that absolutely no one else truly knows and feels what we're here to accomplish. So we must give ourselves permission to hear our inner guidance and ignore the pressure from others. Permission to hear our inner guidance. This is what leadership is, my friends. It's following your inner guidance. Be a good follower first and know your own truth and stick by your truth no matter what others say. You must know your truth. I just helped someone with a 21 Club the other day. We're doing a 21 Club, and we helped a woman who has complete numbness, partial paralysis on her left side of her body for over 5 years. And within 10 minutes, using our technologies, her feeling all came back. She lifted her arms. She could do things she couldn't do for 5 years. You got to know the truth, and you got to be willing to stand by your truth. So be independent of the good, in quotes, opinion of others. Number 2 is being willing to accept the disapproval of others. Logically following the last principle, this one notes that we're going to incur the disfavor of many people when we follow our inclinations to be in spirit and live the life we came here to live. This isn't a selfish or cynical attitude. When we begin to follow our ultimate calling, there will be a lot of resistance. However, as we gain the strength to ignore the pressure to conform, resistance will diminish and ultimately change to respect. When we steadfastly refuse to think, act, and conform to the mandates of others, the pressure to do so loses its momentum. All we have to do is endure some initial disapproval, such as dogmatic persuasion, anger, pouting, silence, long-winded lectures, and then we're on our way to inspiration rather than frustration. Now, this is from Wayne Dyer, and I put it on Facebook yesterday. These were 6 principles that are important to observe as we seek an inspired life. And if you're going to communicate your vision in Nikken, you want to be living an inspired life, not just hoping for an inspired life and waiting for an inspired life to happen. Be the inspiration and be that for others, and lead with love. I love this. Love is everything, in my opinion. Lead with love. Charity never faileth. Show love and respect. These 2 essential qualities are great motivators. Express them sincerely, appropriately, and in abundance. In other words, be real with your love. Don't just pay lip service to love, but show your love and respect to people as it's true, And so people will feel that. And I'm just reading a wonderful book right now called Presence by Amy Cuddy. And she talks about how it's important to have confidence and competence, and that people like to see you being competent. And so in our business, what is competence? It's showing that you're doing what we are asked to do, which is market Nikken everywhere and reach those levels, silver, gold, platinum, helping others reach those levels. That's competence, but she's also talking about, love, and when people are warm and how people enjoy being around people that are warm, and that if you have that warmth, people will trust you. And so it's a trust issue as well as competence. You need to have both. Being warm and engaging and loving people, but also being competent, showing people you know what to do here, you know how to do this business, and that you're there to lead them in it. Build belief in others. Often the starting point for change is knowing that someone else believes you can. So treat people not as they are, but as what they may become. Now, it's easy to see what is not there with people. It's easy to judge others. It's easy to judge yourself. It's not very effective. We want to see the greatness in others, and this is a practice of learning how to see the brilliance in ourselves and others every single day. It's a practice. Look at how you observe. Are you quick to judge others, or are you quick to have compassion and love and say, wow, I wonder why they did it that way. How interesting. And maybe there's more to them than they're even seeing. And your belief in them is what's going to really help them to blossom in our business. I always feel our business is an environment within which to blossom. So we have our technologies to help us blossom. We have the compensation plan to help us blossom. We have each other to help us blossom. We have events to help us blossom. We have three-way calls to help us blossom. We have things like this, these calls to help us blossom. And here we are all learning together how to become the best human being we can be. Humans being more. So build belief in others, and that will help them to build belief in themselves. Can you do this business for them? No. But can you believe in them and help them when they ask for your support? Yes. Yes, you can. Use the model for success. Nikken has provided a system for achievement. Don't reinvent the wheel. We don't need to. Just put your shoulder to it and watch it turn. In other words, use what's already there, all the things that are in place, the 21 clubs, the Paragon Awards, the Team Kaizens. You know, we've got our Nikken bucks now that we're getting for when we do our PVs of 500, 1,000, 1,500. Use the model for success. Study it, know it. It's not difficult. It's not complicated. Our business is really very, very simple. It's just get the word out there. That's our business. Get the word out there in whatever way you can, where you see that that's effective. You've got to be effective in how you get your word out there. So what does that look like for you? Social media can be very effective. It can also be a great big waste of time and may not bring you the people that you're really looking for to help and build a team with. Maybe you have to go out the door sometimes, a lot of times. Maybe you have to join clubs, maybe meetup groups. I don't know what you do. I do the things I love: yoga, Pilates, different classes that I really have fun with. And I meet people everywhere I go, and I pay attention, and I get their cards, and I connect up and follow up and find out what's going on in their lives and how can I help maybe. Can't always help, but sometimes we can help, and a lot of times we can help a lot. So, celebrate success. We should be our team's greatest champions and cheerleaders. Learn how to inspire people. Learn how to encourage people. Persuade. Persuasion is not a bad word. That's about being willing to influence your world in a powerful manner. I was just watching a very interesting documentary this morning about a man who's done a very controversial film about vaccinations, and he's not afraid to put it out there and to use his influence for what he believes is the good, for what he believes is bringing the truth out. Fascinating. That takes courage, everyone. We need courage in our business. John K. Lynch, an excellent network marketer, guru of network marketing, said the one ingredient we must have is courage. Courage. Look at the beautiful lion here and the little baby cub. And the male lion, he's going to teach that baby how to live in this world, how to have courage, how to be the king of the, of the animal kingdom. And we are teaching people how to be kings and queens in their own life, how to take their life on and make it work for them, let go of victimhood and become fully victorious in the creation of their life. That's what we're teaching people in Nikken. It's a fabulous, fabulous philosophy. Humans being more through the 5 pillars of health. We love it. That's why we love doing it every day. I never get tired of Nikken. I never get tired of sharing it. I love what we have here, and I love what our technologies do for our world. So celebrating success, correct, instruct, teach, mentor, love, care, and nurture your team. But if you don't have a team yet, go find your team and utilize those things. Inspire people and encourage them, and they'll become part of your team. Instruct, teach, mentor, love. Sometimes we do need to correct if somebody's off course. Of course, we want to help them get back on course. Correct with love and joy in your heart. Lead with confidence. I'm going to need some water. Now, this is a great little graphic. Impossible with the M crossed out. Possible. Rick Murphy was speaking last night about looking for leaders and how you find leaders, and are they sort of possibility thinkers or impossibility thinkers? You know, people say, well, I don't have any money. That's an impossibility thought. But if it's like, I'm kind of struggling right now, but how can I get started in this really powerfully? That's a possible thought. It's about creativity and how can I make this better? How can I make this work? So I love this. And many of you remember Audrey Hepburn. She was one of my favorite actors ever. And she always said, you know, I'm possible, is how she used that word, impossible. She said, no, I'm possible. Just put the apostrophe there. I am possible. Lead with confidence. You can't give someone something you haven't got any more than you can go back to someplace you've never been. So this is very, very important here. Start with you. I cannot govern others when I cannot govern myself. This is very, very important. Self-governance is very important. Governing how you think, governing how you feel, governing how you feel in your body. You know, what are you doing on a daily basis to get yourself into a high state of positivity and true power? Because it's going to take that for you to make an influence in the world. You know, because you're gonna be independent of the good opinion of others. You're gonna be doing something very different, and not everybody's gonna get it right away. And so you have to have self-esteem, self-confidence in order to take yourself out there and say to the world, I have found the most exciting vehicle I've ever seen. I encourage you to take a look at it with me. Whether technologies, whether the business, the 5 pillars of health is a brilliant philosophy. And we've seen many of us have achieved that balance in life. It absolutely can happen with Nikken. So starting with you, by building your own self-confidence, you will discover the ways to help others build theirs. And this is a very important point, because a lot of us struggle with confidence, and often women struggle with confidence. And I certainly know I've struggled with confidence in my life many, many times. And I know some simple things. If I eat well and drink well, lots of water and good things, I feel better. I feel more confident. If I exercise every day and get strong, I feel empowered to go make things happen in the world, right? If I get enough sleep, if you get enough sleep, we talk a lot about sleep in Nikken, this is our prime product is sleep, then we feel better in the day. There are ways to visualize, to support your mind, to support your emotional well-being, to be in a high state of emotional well-being and not in a low state. Because if you're going to create this business, we create from love, joy, and freedom. We cannot create from shame, guilt, and low-level emotions, anger, disappointment, grumpiness. We can't create from there. So let's create from joy. Very powerful state to create from. Let's build our self-esteem, learn how to feel confident that you can cope with what is happening in your life and that you have a right to be happy. This is so important, everyone. Such an important thing to learn, because some of us grew up, and I know I did, in a family where my mother was very, very unhappy. And because she was unhappy, I didn't think it was right for me to be happy. But you have a right to be happy. And I had to learn that whether she chose to be happy or unhappy, I could choose to be happy. And that I would be a better influence in the world if I was happy versus not happy. Build self-efficacy. This is developed by seeing ourselves mastering skills and achieving goals that matter in those skill areas. This is very, very important in our business. If you've gone silver, but you don't have a team of others going silver, go silver again. Go silver again. Go silver again. Until you have a great team of other people who are going silver and building customers and sponsoring people who are going senior and executive and silver. That is our business. Qualifying at your level is critical. Qualifying is very important. It should be a non-negotiable. I was thinking this morning that in 21 years of doing this business, over 21, there's never been a month I haven't qualified at my level from the time I went silver, which was in my second month. It should be natural for you to do that and to plan for that and to plan your volumes and to say, I'm going to nail it and I'm going to bring in 3 new seniors this month. And I'm going to build my customer base and I'm going to build my authorship. These are the things we do. So learn this so you feel confident in your skills. Competency is important, but not without that warmth and love and trust for others as well. Think positively. Create positive affirmations that can help you to develop and maintain the mindset to help you win. Very important. We suggest you make 3 solid statements, clear statements in each of the 5 pillars of health. That means you've got 15 statements. Write them down, work them out, and then record them onto your phone or onto a recorder and listen to them every day, morning, noon, and night, as many times as you can. And when you speak the affirmations, I want you to speak them with absolute exuberance, as if it's already happened. I am so grateful and excited to now be a gold consultant on or before March 31st, 2016. I am thrilled to be bringing in 3 or 5 or 7 seniors and executives every month into my Nikken team. I love my team. I am thrilled to be making $3,000 a month in my Nikken business. Wow, let's go. These are the kind of statements you want. I am delighted to be, spending 5 hours a week with my kids on holiday, whatever it is. I am delighted and thrilled to be working out every day for at least an hour, getting stronger every day. I am strong. I am powerful. These are the kind of things you need to hear yourself saying to yourself every day to cancel out the negative internal conversation that everybody has. Everybody has an ego that it wants to pull us down. Well, there's an overblown ego and then there's an underblown ego, and neither one is good. We want a healthy ego because we have one. We may as well use it, put it in service for our life purpose and mission. But the problem is that we all have an inner voice that says, you can't do it, you're no good, you've tried before, you failed before, and we have to offset that voice. You can't cancel that voice just by saying, please be quiet. It doesn't go away like that. You have to literally fill yourself up with the good voice, the positive, nurturing, nourishing thoughts for yourself. And this, I'm going to say this is such a powerful thing to do. It's such a powerful thing to do. Don't underestimate the power of it and listen to it every day. So have those goals being in all the 5 pillars, the body, the mind. The mind is the most important. Healthy mind is the most important thing to get right, because healthy mind is connected to healthy spirit. And a healthy spirit is everything. Your healthy spirit is worth its weight in gold. From a healthy spirit, you can create a fabulous life, a fabulous Nikken business, but it's got to start from the healthy spirit, the healthy mind, healthy emotions. It doesn't mean our body isn't important too. Our body is very, very important, and of course it's intimately connected. And our family, healthy society, our work in the world, and of course finances, which comes as a byproduct of your service to the world. Always, 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 you will make a fortune if you're being of service to the world. So again, it comes back to letting people know about Nikken, getting those products out on people everywhere you go, and making it happen. A critical question or two, time for serious reflection. When you look at the different virtues and attributes of leadership that we've covered today, just a little part of what we've covered today, which one do you need to work on right now? What will you do differently this week as a result of what you've learned today? What will you do differently this week? This week, right? We do these calls every week. I hope you're all going to be on them every week. And just remember that they're not just for you, they're for your guests. They're for everybody that you want to show Nikken to. So get familiar with them so you know which ones to invite people to. But which one are you going to take on this week? It's a very important question. Let's change our habits. If we change our habits, then we can become successful. The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People by Stephen Covey is a very powerful book. And we all read a lot in Nikken because we want to learn, but we don't read when we could be out there talking to people. We read in the early mornings and late at night when we can't be out there talking to people. The key in our business is communication, everyone. We've got to communicate with the world to tell them the brilliance of what we have. But do your own affirmations for yourself and you'll be amazed at what can happen. So I'm thrilled to have been with you today. Thank you for joining me, everybody. You are fabulous. You can do this. Honestly, you can do this. It is not as hard as you might think. It is just about loving people, loving the world, loving others, helping them solve their problems. Maybe they start with the technologies. Maybe they're looking for a business immediately. Maybe they're looking to be part of a tribe, to be part of your tribe. So don't be shy. Get out there. Make it happen. Many blessings, everybody. Have a gorgeous day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.